The Timberwolves clearly know how to dress. Getting off the bus earlier on, hoping to secure a win away from home. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward. And for Memphis, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Wells is out there with Jackson. And it's Edey in at the center, locking down the middle. And Greg, what stands out for both of these rosters is that they both feature top-tier athleticism.
And Kevin, that bodes well for us, right? There's a lot of speed, some great athleticism. I'm sure we're going to get some highlight reel plays tonight.
Now here's Edwards. Inside, Randle, rebounded by Jackson. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Here's Conley. There's the pass to Randle. 2 points. That one goes.
That's how you know Conley is right out there.
Memphis with the ball. And here's Morant. A kick out to Bane. To the inside. Here's Jackson. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Memphis's head coach, and we talked about the bruising big man, Julius Randle. He told me Julius sets the tone for them with his physicality. So we have to try and match that. We can't let him bully his way into the lane and get to his spots. We have to make him uncomfortable. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And here is Bane following Julius Randle's three. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Edey following the bucket by the Timberwolves. It's good.
First make of the day should finally give them a little confidence.
Yeah, you know, sometimes all it takes is that first bucket to get a team into a groove.
Last year, Coach, as you know, the Timberwolves making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, that equaled their deepest run in team history, dropping that series to the Mavs. Minnesota has never been to the finals, one of 5 franchises who've yet to get there.
Now Jackson, after Anthony Edwards missed from long range. Count the basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
On the wing, Bane. Edwards defending.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And it's in there.
Edwards plays with such ferocity.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Morant outside. The kick out to Bane. Off target from outside. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Again, the miss by Bane. Timberwolves leading by 5. Here's Randle, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. So, Stan, the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those three outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those three guys. That's a great base for the future.
Now here's Morant. No scoring in this one. Jackson kicks to Morant. Second chance shot. Here's Wells. Here's Heaney. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jaden McDaniels. Memphis shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Free throw good. Edey. And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
For three, Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so it's Bane with it. He'll bring it up for the Grizzly. Trailing by 4. And a shot by Wells, no good. From the arc, good on the three-point shot. Wells has got 5 points so far.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Conley kicks to McDaniel. Over in the corner, Edwards. Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Santi Aldama's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Vince Williams comes in for Wells. Kennard, he's checked in for Bane. And Pippen subbed in for Morant. Just 4 to shoot. Conley inside the line. Another miss by Minnesota. Memphis trailing here. Throws it up high. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. He takes it in. Can't cash in from close range. The Grizzlies shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. It's tipped. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
The call on the floor is a jump ball.
And so it's Memphis with it. Minnesota's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Ingles passes to Garza. Back to Ingles. Conley against Pippen. Shot clock at 5. Here's Garza. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And here are the Grizzlies with it. They trail by 1. Passes it to Pippen. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
The Timberwolves shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Garza the pass to Conley. Trying to end the drought. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Heaney's got 7 rebounds in the game. And he makes good on the layup. Heaney's got 6.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Reed, and Reed throws it down.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Here's Edey. He has 6. Kennard on the wing. Defended by Alexander Walker. Kept alive. Pass to Kennard. Lets it go from deep. The shot comes out. Alexander Walker up top. Kennard covering. There's the steal. Shoots. Knocked loose.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Pass to Garza. And here's Conley outside. Kennard with the rebound. Memphis leading. Pippen down low. Ingles covering. Kennard the pass to Aldama. Williams can't get it to go. Now the Timberwolves with it. Now the pass to Garza. Outside Conley. For the 3. It's stolen by Aldama. One-on-one here. Kennard finds Williams. Edey, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. 8 points for him.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. Kennard for 3. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Minnesota's ball.
And Memphis making a change here. Clark's checked in. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Timberwolves trail by 3. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Pippen. 1:36 left here in the opening quarter. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Memphis?
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
Pippen with the steal. The deep 3 from Kennard. And they'll get another chance. Nobody near Williams. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Reed with it. Here's Dillingham. Drops in the tray.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, you get a little more space out there to operate, and that helps him find the room he needs.
Snatched up. The Timberwolves trail. Clark outside. Passes it to Alexander Walker. 26 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pippen for 3. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Here's Clark, and it's Clark slamming it down.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Pippen feeling it out a bit. Pass to Kennard. Puts up a 3. It's a tie game in Memphis. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.
17. The Timberwolves. 17.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Well, their defense was incredible, wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. After back-to-back 50-win seasons, Stan, last season was frustrating for the Memphis Grizzlies in almost every way.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. They went 27-55. Due to suspension and injuries, they only got 9 games from their star, Ja Morant. But they still have a lot of young talent and still a team that can be very competitive in the future.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randall out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. Now Bane. Following Jaren Jackson's three-point attempt.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Now here's Morant. Nothing on the board.
And between his footwork and height, Jackson is a tough matchup for defenders. And here he takes full advantage and draws the foul.
Hey, Stan, as a coach, what was the most difficult part when transitioning from college to the pros?
That's a great question, Kevin, and I think two things. Number one, the length and the pace of the season. You just didn't have the time to prepare for the next game. Everything was sped up. And then, obviously, the talent of the players. So you're trying to game plan and come up with a way to stop guys who are essentially unstoppable.
Randall no good. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Wells dishes to Jackson, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David.
Well, Morant's acrobatics often get the attention, but his passing is also elite.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Bane passes to Wells. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
The Timberwolves shooting 40% from the field. To the paint. Here's McDaniels. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Wells defending. The shot by Wells, no good.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Yeah, he may have had space, but the defense did a nice job closing that gap quickly.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Morant. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
Now, how about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Memphis has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And stolen by DiVincenzo. It's Edwards on the wing. Over Bane. That one off the back iron and out.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Wells. And a miss there on the triple. Timberwolves trail by 3. Pass to DiVincenzo. McDaniels kicks to DiVincenzo. Driving in. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now here's Wells. Guarded closely. Morant with a wide open look. Rebound Minnesota.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you ask, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
And the basket by Jackson.
Showing great vision and delivering the pass out in front.
Timberwolves trail by 3. And the pass to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You can see, and Coach, you can feel John Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does. And it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure.
And there's no doubt Morant near the top of the list of elite scorers in this league.
Konchar's checked in for the Grizzlies. And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Bagley, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Santi Aldama comes in for Gigi Jackson. Vince Williams is checked in for Bane. And it's Luke Kennard in for Konchar. Morant against DiVincenzo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Stan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier. But I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
Count it. DiVincenzo's got 7 now in this quarter.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Morant against DiVincenzo. Morant right side. Floats one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bagley dishes to Morant. Passes to Kennard. Fires from deep. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. DiVincenzo passes to Randall. No good. That would have tied it. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Morant with it. Now defended by Gobert. Gobert with the block. And he gets it back. Down low. Here's Bagley. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Got to push Bagley out of the paint. Once he's close to the rim, he is locked in on scoring.
Randall passes to McDaniels. Back to Randall. Edwards with it. Here's the 3. They get it back. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. Following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Gobert with the block. And they get it back. Outside Williams. Drills it from outside. Williams has got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Randall kicks to Edwards. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. It's Morant in the corner. Morant with another miss.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Gobert, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. To the middle. Here's Aldama. And he's on the money with his first shot today. Aldama's got his first bucket in this one. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. DiVincenzo kicks to Edwards. DiVincenzo passes to McDaniels. Here's Gobert. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
And if he gets looks that cleanly, Gobert becomes unstoppable. He makes good use of his body and just wills himself to a foul.
Some changes for Memphis. Edey's checked in for Bagley. Brandon Clark comes in for Williams. And Pippen subbed in for Morant. And then for Minnesota, Reed comes in for Julius Randle. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for McDaniels. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And Gobert knows his role on this team. Rebound, block shots, and look to score near the basket. Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Up top, Reed. He's covered by Clark. They get it again. Second shot opportunity, and it's finished off inside by Gobert. Gobert's got 8.
This is Rudy in his zone, where his shot is within easy reach.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Bagley comes in for Edey, and it's Williams in for Clark. Minnesota also with the sub. Dillingham's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the Timberwolves call time here.
Well, look, their ball security has been non-existent. They have to calm down and do a better job taking control of the ball.
Checked in for Memphis. Timberwolves trail by 6. To the wing on the left. Reed the pass to McDaniels. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Kennard up top. Outside for Jackson. Jacks up a 3. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let them fly. Hands it from downtown. Reed's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
The kick out to Williams. Loud pass to Bagley. They can't stop the run with that one. Timberwolves trail. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Now here's Pippen. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen by McDaniels. Here's Reed. Here's Shannon. Rebounded by Jackson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Memphis. Bagley kicks to Pippen. And again, Memphis no good. Now, Alexander Walker.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
And a deep three from Kennard. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. They did lead by as many as 7 points in the first period. They were slightly better in the second. Not a big difference between these two teams. And, Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
They obviously came in wanting to push the ice. And so far, so good. They're looking to get easy transition baskets because the other team is not getting back on defense.
And, Shaq, let's get your input on the Grizzlies.
Ernie, they're taking way too many threes. The offense has no rhythm. They need to go back to the drawing board. Maybe try to get a little bit more transition, more off the pick and roll. Anything other than shooting that three. It's not going.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Nice game. Great performance by Julius Randle.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Wells. And it's Edey in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
Here is Conley following the score by Memphis. To the paint, here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Conley. Down low, a reverse. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Bane passes to Morant. To the left side wing. Here's Edey. He's got 12. Can't hit the corner 3. And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
Here is Conley, and we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. To the inside. Pass to McDaniels. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. Here's Gobert. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Morant. Outside for Jackson. They get the rebound. Pass to Edey. Knocked away. Bane with it. Now defended by Gobert. And, you know, Sam, we've watched Desmond Bain evolve into a number one option on offense. He's always been there, but now he really is at the top of the heap.
Yeah, he sure is. Look, Kevin, you know, he came into the league as a three-point shooter, and he's a great one. But he's developed his game off the dribble, very good mid-range shooter, and he's strong enough to finish around the rim.
And Bain drops them both. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh, my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the two biggest would be this. I think, number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. That's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Ball's knocked loose. Wells with the steal. And here's the fast break. Wells leading the way. It's tipped. Stolen by Michael Conley.
Grizzlies foul. Wells. First personal foul. First team foul.
It's gone now in the third quarter. Back to Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
And man, Gobert is on a tear right now. Keep going to the hot hand.
Conley against Morant. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Outside Jackson. On the wing, Jackson. Bain inside the three-point line. No good off the front iron.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
Conley scanning the floor. Here's Randall. Back to Conley. Randall finds Conley. 5 on the clock. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Inside. Deflects the pass. A kick out to Bain. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. The pass to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Wells wide open. And another miss by Memphis. Timberwolves trail by 6. Gobert the pass to McDaniels. Off target with his 3. And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Edey. The kick out to Bain. Tries it again. Jackson has the open look. And finally they hit one. Jackson's got the lead up to 8 now for Memphis. To the middle. And there's Randall on the assist by Gobert. Randall's got 12.
And how about the touch there inside? And that's where Randall likes to get the ball. And you can see why.
Grant. Outside for Jackson. Wells passes to Morant. Over Conley. Left side, Bain. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Conchar's checked in for Wells. And then for Minnesota. Clark, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
I don't know how Edwards does it. It's a blend of skill, finesse, and a little bit of luck that went down.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies?
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And also, they continue to take advantage on the offensive glass. Those extra possessions paying off in second chance points.
Free throw good, Edwards. Memphis has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Pippen kicks to Jackson. Outside Pippen. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. He has 6. Timberwolves trail by 3. DiVincenzo passes to Clark.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
For Minnesota, they have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And that one falls for Clark. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And so Clark nails both of them. The Grizzlies shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Pippen against DiVincenzo. Here's Clark. Goes back up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting for it. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. Replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Grizzlies with some changes. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Clark. And it's Luke Kennard in for Conchar. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Ingles is checked in. That free throw missing.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And the second free throw, good. Timberwolves have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. On the wing, Ingles. Pass to Reed. Jackson comes over with the double. Clark for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson kicks to Kennard. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. DiVincenzo passes to Clark. Here's Alexander Walker. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. On baseline, Jay. Off the left rim and out.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
Yeah, that's good discipline to stay attached and alter the shot.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's got 7. Back to Ingles. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Clark for three. No good on the shot. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Aldama inside. Ingles covering. Offensive rebound. Another shot. No good on the layup. Timberwolves trail by 5. To the paint. It's stolen by Bagley. Here's Aldama. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. No good from Clark.
Wow, missed opportunity from point-blank range. You got to make those.
Here's Aldama. Ingles covering. Aldama passes to Bagley. Hits the target from 18 feet. Bagley's got his second basket.
Yeah, the rhythm, the timing, an encouraging sign seeing Bagley knock it down there off the catch.
Pass to Ingles. Trying to get something going, and he's good on the three ball. Ingles has got his first 3 points of the game.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Pippen against DiVincenzo. On the wing, Jackson. He's got 5. Here's Aldama. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
The coach has to be ecstatic with how that trip down the floor went. They got the shot they wanted.
DiVincenzo kicks to Ingles. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Deep 2 from Pippen. Again, Memphis. Timberwolves trail by 5. Tipped away. Pass to DiVincenzo. Shoots over Pippen. And he overshot that one, missing. And for Memphis, they're shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Jackson dishes to Bagley. That one goes in. Bagley's got 6.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Now, here's Ingles. Here's Reed. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. 7 points in the game.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
The third quarter comes to a close. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, he really just helps tie this team together. They know they can count on him to set them up.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Jaden McDaniels is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Reed in at the 5. Now here's McDaniels. Edwards fires from way outside. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Bagley, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. Santi Aldama comes in for Jaren Jackson. Vince Williams is checked in for Bain. And Pippen subbed in for Morant. Timberwolves also changing it up. Mars is checked in, and it's Clark in for Randall. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hi, guys. Well, during the break, I was able to catch what the Grizzlies coach was talking about with his team. Now, he wants this team to stop playing it safe. He said, we've got this lead by doing what we do, and we can keep it if we don't get too cautious. Play our game. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Conshaw. Great tee that time from Edwards. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's McDaniels. He gets that one.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Williams gets the bucket. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Outside Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. There's the triple. Conchar pulls it in. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Open for 3. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got 6 rebounds in the game. Conchar on the wing. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got his 7th rebound here tonight. From past the arc, cranes it from beyond the arc.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Conley against Pippen. Over Conley. They get it back. Out to the right wing. Here's Aldama. And the rejection by Clark. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. There's the pass to Edwards. Looking to get back on track here. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, look, you can't let Edwards get this close to the rim because he will dunk it on you.
Memphis trailing here. Pippen outside. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Well, as we move into the 4th, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Outside Edwards. Pippen with it. Conley picks him up. Clark dishes to Conley. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
And this is the right play by Conley, sticking with the motion and ensuring he gets to the line.
That one is off. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Edey's checked in for Bagley. Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama. Wells is checked in for Vince Williams. And it's John Morant in for Pippen. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Dillingham comes in for Clark. And he nails the 3rd.
Well, a miss is unfortunate, but he still manages to put them ahead. Barely.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. Clark is checked in for the Grizzlies. Bain comes in for John Conchar. Joe Ingles is checked in for the Timberwolves. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Michael Thomas. And it's Morant missing.
Well, he is desperately trying to get something going, but this has not been his night. They need to consider making an adjustment.
Here's DiVincenzo. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Here's Morant. And no good that time. Gobert with the defensive effort. Pass to Dillingham. The shot's good. Now it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stats. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
And so here's Memphis following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Here's Heaney. Gobert with the block, and he's able to get it back. Beyond the arc, and Ja Morant gets the three.
Something that Morant continues to work on. When he's hitting from deep, he is basically unguardable.
Puts up a deep three. Dillingham, no good. Memphis has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. On the wing, Jackson. Ingles covering. Wound up there for Clark. The shot that time, not on target.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
So it's the Timberwolves now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Right side Bain. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 15 here tonight. The shot by McDaniels, no good. And Clark has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Poked away. Jackson kicks to Clark. Back to Jackson. 5 to shoot. Clark outside to tie it up. Gobert with the block. Out to the right wing. A three for DiVincenzo. The Grizzlies pull it in. Morant outside. There's the lob to the hoop. An emphatic LU jam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now, here's DiVincenzo. To the inside. Outside, Dane. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. DiVincenzo. It's tipped. And there's the pass to Clark. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 2. Now here's DiVincenzo. And here's Ingles outside. Edey with the rebound. Edey's on the wing. Bain. Clark outside. Here's Edey. Shoots over McDaniel. And the Grizzlies check on 2 more.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
Will it go? In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Fires the 3. And it's Morant with the rebound.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game. But desperation threes are not the way to do it.
And you know what? He had to clear some space for himself to get that rebound. Not an easy one there among the big boys.
Memphis leading by 4. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Santi Aldama's checked in for Memphis. And then for Minnesota. Randall's checked in for Joe Ingles. Edwards comes in for Dillingham. And it's Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. Now here's Jackson. Out left to the wing. It's stolen by Randall. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Launches the 3. Conley's shot is off. Grizzlies shooting an appalling 26% in the 4th quarter. And again, Memphis no good.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. 1:27 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Here's Gobert. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
It's Gobert showing some guts on that one. With that length, a good bet to get off a good look in that crucial moment.
It's stolen by Edwards. Conley with the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
And here's Morant. Michael Conley getting his 3 to go. 6 on the shot clock. To the left wing. McDaniels gets to Conley. Launches a 3. But Grizzlies pull it in. Fires the 3. And it's Morant missing.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
26 seconds left in the 4th quarter. McDaniels passes to Edwards. And it's off from 3-point range. Jackson looking it over. Morant right side. And Memphis turns it over again.
What a costly turnover. Those are the ones that keep you up at night.
Morant with the steal for the win. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Rudy, your impact on the game defensively, always something to watch. What's your approach at that end?
Just try to win games, you know, and my teammates put out trusting me, being aggressive on the balls and try to be aggressive at the rim. And, you know, when we play as a team like we do tonight, it's tough to beat us.
You were in full Stifle Tower mode tonight, man. Congrats. Back to you.
Thank you for that, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports.